From White County, Ron Fowler and Coach Brian Yeomans are at home plate. Can we switch the camera around and get them, Luther, instead of me? I'm your host, BKP, here in the box, and we have our umpires meeting. Now, another thing, this is the championship game. When we explain this to you, White County will be playing. They're flipping a coin. They're going over the ground rules. There's 4 umpires in this game. 2 of these umpires have worked field 2 all week. They have moved over to this game here on field 3, so every base will be covered. They're flipping the coin. We're going to find out who the home team is. That's how they do it here in Dizzy Dean. And as soon as we get that, we'll ask Blue. Blue, who is our home team? We got Lonnie's getting our home team. Towns is the home team, folks. So they're going to go out there and warm up. Let me explain a couple things to you because this is the championship game. Now, this is a double elimination game. So what this means is if Towns wins right now, it's over. They are the champions of Region 6 Dizzy Dean 12 and under All-Star Tournament. But White County has the momentum. They just played an awesome game. They're warmed up, ready to go against Gilmer. Here's an interesting fact before we kick this game off. In the winners bracket, the opening night, June 14th, 6 p.m. on Field 2, White County has not forgotten Towns County because that's when Towns County beat them and moved White County over into the losers bracket. Now, they've had to play all the way through the bottom of the losers bracket to get to this championship game, and they are really looking forward to seeing Towns again tonight after that June 14th, 6 p.m. game. So that's exciting. And if White County can stay with this and pull it off, they would play again tomorrow. Now I have already said, and I'm asking them, if they could pull this off and win, do not wash the uniforms. Please do not. Just come back just like you are. Play like that and keep it rolling. So Towns County beat Gilmer last night to stay in the winner's circle here in the winner's bracket. And they have to win one, and they're the champions. So this is it. We're going to have this game coming at you in just a minute. We got number 20 on the hill there for Towns. Is it 25? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. It's getting that time where I'm going to have to find the glasses. And yes, that is a 5, okay? So thank you, Lonnie. 25 there on the hill for Towns County. And I'll find him in a minute here. That's Cade McConnell on the hill. And number 22, Nix, will lead off here. So I'm your host, BKP. You're watching FYNTV.com. This is a Team FYN Sports production. Team FYN Sports always promoting and highlighting young athletes in a positive way. So there's the pitch down, and it's time to play baseball.
Let's go, Cade.
And White County trying to start off with a bunt to get Nix over there to first. And that's our opening pitch. And again, this is a championship game. There was 11 teams in this double elimination tournament. Gilmer being the last one to go home, which they ended up 3rd in the tournament. And there's a big strike from number 25. Now, the top 4 teams out of the 11 go to the state Georgia Dizzy Dean State Tournament for the 12 and under. So we do have those. Towns County and White County, Gilmer and Fannin will be moving on to the state tournament. But we're playing right now for some North Georgia bragging rights right here. And that's a big strike, and he pulls the string on that lawnmower and sends him to the pine. That's the first out. This umpire here likes to pull the string to start the mower for the 3rd strike. That's 1 out. Sends him over there. Nix to the pine, and 1 away. Here's the pitch. And that's Hunter Brown. And here's the thing, folks, that I have tried. I've tried to keep up with the numbers all week. I cannot see around there to see who's up to bat. Try to keep up with everything. Keep it straight with 11 teams. Remember the numbers on the kids for the 11 teams. And guess what? We're at the last game, and I think I almost have it. Number 2, Brown up there at the plate. And that's a little low and outside. Now, I will tell you what. I've watched this umpire all week, Luther, and he will give you that corner, will he not? So the pitchers know that this umpire right here has a nice corner that they can get if they can get it across there. And folks, as we have told you, Dizzy Dean has a 20 pitch count. 21st pitch, can't pitch the next day. But they're worried about tonight. That's what's on their mind right now, is winning it. Obviously, White County wants to live to play another day, and Towns County wants to go home and take tomorrow off and say it's over. High and inside. Brown has to duck there a little bit. Number 25 there on the hill for Towns. McConnell. Cade McConnell bringing the heat. And 3-2 pitch. And Brown battles and stays alive there, so he's working the pitcher because we got a 3-2 count, 1 out, nobody on base. No runs. Top of the first inning. That was low. Now, that was just a little low. It was over the plate, but low, and that'll send Brown down to first, and that'll bring up number 17, Fowler. So White County 1 out with a runner on. Fowler coming up to the box there. Swinging the bat. And the second baseman, it looked like he was trying to make the play before it got to him. And sometimes that's the struggle there. These guys got to relax and let the play come to them and not push it. This is number 7. Now, rumor is they call him Big Juicy, right? That's what I hear. Big Ellis, number 5, in the box. Big Juicy, ready to swing. Runner on second and first. 1 out. But what I was telling you a minute ago, that second baseman, you just at this age, let the play develop. But he got to push it a little bit, but no harm, no foul early in the game. These guys will relax and get the play in there for Towns. White County. And he checks him at second. Now, White County is wanting to keep the wheels turning like nothing stopped, coming off a 11-5 win over Gilmer. And Ellis will hit that right back to the pitcher. Number 25, the pitcher there will relax. McConnell make the play at first. Way to stay with it, relax. Ellis is out there at first, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. What number's up to bat there, Luther? Number 14, Parsons, number 14 up to bat. White County with runners on second and third. 2 outs, top of the first inning. And Towns County wants to just get out of this with no harm on that scoreboard. High and inside. Now McConnell is bearing down. Now, I like to see a pitcher that bears down early, and this is what this guy is doing. He is focusing on that mitt. He is squared up, and he is bearing down and coming with it. And he does again, and he brings the pitch, just like I said, and the first baseman over there for Towns County gets relaxed, gets the out. That'll leave 2 stranded. White leaves 2-1, and that'll bring up Towns County. We're going to be in the bottom of the first when we return. We're going to take a brief break. Okay, on the hill, number 14 for Towns County pitching tonight. How come I can't find 14 on here? Oh, it's 13. That's why I can't. I got a little help here in the booth. That's why you can't find 14. And number 6, opening up. Now Towns County, number 6, Rouse. Opens up, Lane Rouse, number 6 for Towns County. He is sitting on second base with a lead-off double. That'll bring up number 27, Mason Yeomans, okay? And on the hill, it's Phillips, number 13, John Phillips for White County. So I'm your host, BKP. We're at the bottom of the first inning. No score, Towns County up to bat. And that's a low pitch, and it's going to be a double play. There you go, and that second baseman for White, what number is he? Number 17 for White comes up with it. Look what I found. Fowler says, look what I got in my glove, and I'll stroll over here to second base. 4-2, and you know what? That's just, you're going to be out. You're going to be caught there. Great play. And all of a sudden, Towns County is looking at 2 outs, no runners on base. What number is that? And that's number 25 there for Towns County. Cade McConnell. He's our... And here's the pitch. is high. Now, folks, you're watching FYNTV.com. We are FetchYourNews.com, FetchYourNews.com. We are a Now News Network. If it happens now, we're all over it. Now's News Network. And Team FYN Sports, Team FYN Sports Production, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Join the team now. We have high school intern opportunities if you'd like to start your sports writing career, or if you're a sports writer, TV producer, sound technician, you name it. You want to get involved, broadcaster, you want to sit in the booth, do broadcasting, you want to do a sports show. Join the team today, Team FYN Sports, 706-889-9700 or info@FetchYourNews.com, or find our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports. There is a pitch right over the middle, and it's behind us here for...
Let's go, Kate.
Okay, we have 3-2-2, all right? 3-2-2 is what we're looking at. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on base, 0-0, bottom of the first inning. And that is a big swing right from the bat. Now that left fielder's in position, and I like that. I just love everything about that. It is a hit, nice and clean, but the left fielder's in position. The second baseman comes over, and they hold their runner to a single. That brings up number 22, number 2 here for Towns County, Connor Chastain. Big, tall left-hander, and throw over to first, check the runner, and as I've said all week long, I enjoy Dizzy Dean because at this age, 12 years old, number 25 getting aggressive over there on the bag, trying to make the pitcher think he's going somewhere. 22 right to the second baseman. A perfect flip over to the shortstop. Everybody's in position, and White County, just like that, comes off the field. We are, after 1 inning of play, it's 0-0, and this championship game is going to shape up to be everything we thought it would be. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, folks, we're back, top of the second inning. I am your host, BKP, and you're watching FYN TV, Team FYN Sports. Now, we're top of the second inning. Towns County is coming out of the winner's bracket here. Number 25 on the hill for Towns County, Cade McConnell throwing the ball. And we've got, what number just walked in? Is that... So what number we have there on the 24? Roach, our center fielder. So White County, Roach is leading off. Now, I tell you what, we watched this guy play center field against Gilmer, and he gets in position, makes the play, gets the ball back in. So he will keep runners off honest on the base out there in center field, Roach will. And he will also cause these base coaches to have to play a little conservative. So this guy at the bat, he's hitting the ball, but especially out there in center field, he's keeping his team in it. Now, White County has every good reason to want to win this game, obviously. Towns, and there's back to the pitcher. And there you go. And there's one away, just like that. One down, top of the second. Wilson, White County, Wilson coming up to bat. One away, Roach is out. Number 25, throwing it, Cade McConnell. And we're at the top of the second inning. Now, White County is coming out of the losers bracket, and the interesting thing in this 11-team elimination tournament, White County is coming out of the losers bracket from day one. In fact, they remember very well June 14th. If you ask White County, where were you on June 14th at 6 p.m.? They were playing Towns County. And Towns County got the win, and they have battled back to be in this championship game. And there's the Towns County center fielder, and he comes in, gets under it. You like to see that at 12 years old because you start seeing outfielders develop. Now, up to 12 years old, sometimes there's not a lot of hits in the outfield, and you don't get to get a chance to see who's going to develop into those outfielders. But right here, this is the age, this is the league where you start to see these guys that are playing the outfield adjust and make those catches. And that was a great catch in center field. There's a big strike. 2 outs. So again, folks, 11 teams started this tournament. White, Towns, Dawson, Union, Hall, Fannin, Jefferson, Lumpkin, Jackson, and Clay County, North Carolina. And we are looking at 2. We're down to 2. And there's a strike all day long. In fact, that'll be a strike tomorrow if you come back.
Right here, Cade. Get him, buddy.
He's looking at 2 strikes. He's down in the count. So he's got to battle away, this batter does. That's a little outside. And I tell you what this pitcher knows. I can tell right now by watching him. Cade McConnell knows that this umpire's got a nice edge on that corner of the plate. And he goes for strike 3, and that is it. And we have no runs. We've played 1.5. Towns County clears White County off. And wait a minute. This is championship baseball. That's why it's 0-0. We're going to come back right after these messages. Okay, folks, we are back. Come back just a little bit early so I can talk to you a minute. We're in the bottom of the second inning. We've got Towns County coming up to bat. They are the home team. White is out in the field. Number 13, Phillips, is on the hill. Number 18 there for Towns County. Let me look that one up. I almost know all the guys. Reagan Patterson, number 18, going to be leading off. Now, folks, this is the championship game, 0-0, bottom of the second. This was a double elimination tournament, started with 11 teams. You're watching Region 6 Dizzy Dean All-Star Tournament. 4 of the top teams go to state on, I think it's July 29th. So we have those. 2 of them are here, Towns and White. Gilmer and Fannin will be going to state. And there, Phillips sends a big strike right across the plate for the first strike. You're watching FYNTV.com. Team FYN Sports Production. Find our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports. always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. And the second baseman will stay with it. And is he out? Yes, he is. And that's what we talked about earlier. Stay with the play. Knock it down. You know, you used to always, or you still do, but we used to always teach the infielders, knock it down in front of you. Knock it down in front of you. Stay with it. Don't give up on it. And that's exactly what White County did, and there's one out on the board. Outside, what'd I tell you? I know that corner. I've been here all week, and so have you, and we know that corner right there. Number 30 is up there for Towns County right now. That's Walker Underwood in the box. And that's low, and catcher's looking for it there, and he gets a new one there. Now, I have said this, and I want to continue to say it. 12-year-old, the catchers, they have the job. Now, they've got to keep up with it. We've got pitchers that are trying to find their location, get their control. They're 12 years old. They do a great job, but these catchers have to do the work. There's your example right there, blocking out. So these little guys behind, and I was taught I'm not supposed to call them little guys, but I will. These little guys behind the plate are really doing the job. We have, I think I'll put my glasses on, getting that time of night that the scoreboard just looks like the fair came to town for me some days. There's 2 balls, 1 strike, and we're in the bottom of the second inning, 1 out. Yeah, Underwood. Walker Underwood there in the box for Towns County. I am your host, BKP. Now, I do a morning show every weekdays, 8 to 10 a.m. And that's High and Inside. I do a morning show on FYNTV.com, weekdays 8 to 10. Now, it's not a sports show, folks, so I can get a little controversial. It's called Good Morning from the Office with BKP. Anything goes, and that's exactly what happens. We'll say about anything. Second baseman again staying with it. Now, that is number 17, am I correct? Give me a, that's number 17 over there for White County, and that is Fowler, right? Number 17, Ryan Fowler over at second base, and he's playing it like he's supposed to. He's knocking it down, staying with it, and getting the out. Towns County has 2 outs on him now. Bottom of the second. And number 24 steps in, Colton Garrett for Towns County. So don't forget, FYNTV.com, 8 a.m. Click on there and just see what happens. Folks, he has rung up the bell. Don't stop now, baby. Don't stop now. I heard the bell ring out there. He hit the foul post, the inside, and they are saying congratulations because number 24, Colton Garrett for Towns County, rings up the register, solo home run. Towns County, bottom of the second inning, is on the scoreboard. Yes, sir, folks. I don't know if you could see it out there in left field, but we hit the foul post there, and he thought it was a ground rule double, so he stopped. He stayed on second just for a minute to say hello, but then he wheeled it right on in. His coach said, "Get in here. That's a home run." So who we got now up to bat? What number? Number 10 stepping into the box for Towns County. Kel Kirby. And I'll tell you what, if you're going to hit it to that right side, to that second baseman, you better be rolling down through there with the wheels on because he's going to get you out. That is 3 outs, but not before Towns County ends the second inning up 1-0 over White County, and White County will come to bat as soon as we come back from these messages. All right, and we're back, folks. It's the top of the third inning. Bruce is stepping into the box to lead off here for White County. Number 25 on the hill for Towns, still pitching. And number 25, that is Cade McConnell. And Bruce for White County there up the bat, and he gets a big swing. That is right back to McConnell, and he relaxes, makes the throw, and 1 up, 1 down, folks. We're in the top of the third inning, and Towns County is up over White 1-0, and this is definitely shaping up to be a championship game, because that's what it is, and that's why we work all the way through an 11-team. Do you have the score up? Do you have that one run up on the thing? Huh? Yeah, well, I just got a message for you to wake up. He's awake out there, folks. So number 22 up in the box, is that Nix? Would that be number 22 Nix up there for White? So we got 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and Towns County is 1-0. Nix is up to bat, and again, as we remind you a million times, 11 teams started, double elimination, championship night. Towns wants the win, and they go home, and White gets the win, and they got to find gas money back. So, and that's what they're hoping. You're watching FYNTV.com. And he will draw a walk, and he's down at first base. And he'll make the turn. Now, another thing, when these guys run down and make the turn, they're in live territory. And we watched the guy get picked off the other night. What number just came up to bat? Number 2 for White County up to bat there. Hunter Brown walks into the box. Runner on first, 1 out. And he's gonna make the runner over there at first think he's coming his way. And as I've said so many times this week, Dizzy Dean, look at that. They got a lead. I like it. Over there at first. Pitcher has to keep him checked. And that's a strike. And he throws it down, not in time. But again here, in Dizzy Dean, the kids can lead. They can take a lead. They can steal a base as you watch, which causes your pitchers to have to pitch from the stretch. Great time to start learning these fundamentals. And as I talked to some of the coaches this week, what about Dizzy Dean here? It sets these young men up to learn these kind of fundamentals to where when their middle school coach, high school coach, when they go up the rank, they already have these fundamentals under their belt. So, and there's a big strike. So, number 2, Brown in the box there. We got 2 strikes. So he's behind in the count, 1 out. The coach coming down here from White County, Ron Fowler. I think that's who he is. I'm not for sure. FYNTV.com, Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. We got a runner at second. He's got a big lead out there. We got a batter up here, Brown, and that is a strike. And I tell you what, Brown is headed to the pine with strike 3, and that makes 2 outs. So the coach over there for White County is wanting to clean up the deficit over there. Number 17, Fowler, the second baseman, is walking into the box. Runner on second, 2 outs, and yes, coach probably wants to clean up that deficit here in the top of the third inning. And that'll get past the catcher, and the runner will advance over to third. So we got 2 outs, Fowler in the box, and the tie run is on third for White County. Number 25 on the hill for Cade McConnell.
Okay, Matt.
And that's looked inside, but I'll tell you what, it may be the impression that the hitter gave me behind here. I could not see that. So we got 1-1. I can't see the inside corner, and Fowler did make a move that gave me a little bit of impression there. And that's a ball. So we got 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And White County coach is hoping to get something on that scoreboard here in the top of the third. And he checks the runner at third. Runner gets back, puts his hand in the air. You'll see these runners, once they get back and they're laying there, they'll put their other hand in the air to signal they want timeout so they can get up and dust off. Well, obviously dusting off is not a problem tonight. And that's a slow roller to short, but he stays with it, and he is out. Routine play, and we have played 2.5 here, and Towns County is going to the bottom of the third inning, up to bat when we return with a 1-0 lead. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, we're back, folks, and we're in the bottom of the third inning. Number 7 coming up to bat for Towns County. And that guy's so tall I can't see that number, but I'll find it here sooner or later. What's his name? Nolan? Nolan. Right. Want to get that one correct. Trying to do everything I can to get all the kids' names correct. I apologize. So number 7, Owen Nolan. Up to bat. And that's outside corner. That's been a strike all week right there. So can't look at that one. So Towns County with a leadoff batter with 1-1 on him. And Towns County is leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Number 13 still on the hill for White, John Phillips. Nice pitch, but outside, high and outside on that. Okay, we got 2-1. And we're in the bottom of the third championship game. Towns County wins, they go home. And like I said earlier, White County would like to have to fuel up the cars and make their way back over here tomorrow night at 6 for a second game. So they're working hard, and this thing's within reach. This is the kind of games that you 1-0, we got a ball game here. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching FYNTV.com. Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. And that's outside. And he is stepping out there. Owen is taking his time. Owen getting back in the box, getting set. We got a full count, 3-2, 1 out. And here's the pitch. And you're gonna find Owen at his next stop, and that'll be first base. So Towns County will lead off there with a walk, and he'll make it over to first, and that's gonna bring up 32. And number 32, Dawson Smith. Bobby Dale. Trying to get Bobby Dale's attention, see if I can get the special tonight. I can't go home without one more. Bobby, do I have to go home without one more? Come on, man. One more. Just one more, Bobby. All right, Bobby Dale said he's going to fix me up the Bobby Dale special when this game is over. Can't go home without it. I mean, I'm sorry, folks. Double burger, fries, jalapenos, hot sauce, you name it. Bobby puts it on there, and I'll see what I can't do to work on it. Nothing like ballpark food here as you're watching 12-year-olds play baseball. 32 with a big stick right out there in left field, and it will pass the left fielder. It gets by him, and Owen's got the wheels spinning, and look, that would be him on third. So we got runners on second and third here. Big stick there. Dawson Smith right from the bat. So Towns County is looking at no outs. Runners on second and third. That's going to bring up number 6 here, Lane Rouse. All right, Lane is in the box, and he's ready to go. Number 6, he steps out there looking around. Just a minute. And number 13 still on the hill for White County. That would be John Phillips still on the hill. And he throws it over, and that may have been a mistake, but no, it's at the plate, and Owen is in. Owen is in. They can't keep the handle on it at home base. So play at the plate, can't keep the handle on it. That catcher's really working hard, I'll tell you what. But Owen finds himself in the dugout. It seems like it was just a minute ago he was up to bat, and now there's a run on the board. Towns County finds themselves up bottom of the third with a 2-0 lead over White, and they still have a runner on third, no outs. Number 6, and I'll tell you what, Towns County is picked the third inning to swing the baseball bats now, folks. They're not going to let this inning pass up without getting some runs on that board, and there's another one, 3-0. That'll bring up 27. Mason Yeomans coming to the plate, and the catcher coming out saying hello. He's wanting to know if he wants to finish that game on Xbox when they get home. Now, that's exactly what he wants to know. And the other guy says, can I get in on it too? So they're going back there, getting set. Number 27, Mason Yeomans, is coming to the plate. And all of a sudden, Towns County has a 3-0 lead here in the top of the third. But a lot of baseball to play here, folks. We have watched several of these games that scoreboard right now can evaporate quick. So Towns County with a runner on second, no outs. Oh, and whoa, here's going to be the call. He is out. He is out. That is the call. The batter has to get out of the way, has to make an attempt. The batter has to make an attempt to get out of the way so he can throw down the third, and he is in the box now. Coach is going to come out, and that is the call. Coach is going to come out and talk it over with the umpire, but I tell you what, he was still in the box and interfered with that catcher, so there's a decision going to be made here that he did not get out of the way. And that's what you have to do in Dizzy Dean, no matter where the runner is trying to steal from, okay, the batter has to make an attempt to get out of the way, and it didn't look like that to the umpire that he made that attempt, and that runner will leave the bag. So Towns County loses that runner there with one out now. And a big swing. So he called batter interference there because he did not make the attempt to get out of the way to make the throw down the third. So that is where the first out came from. And there's a big strike. And that kindly slowed things down for Towns County, but they're still up 3-0 over White. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Let's go, Mayo. Bat on the ball, bat on the ball.
And I tell you what, these Dizzy Dean umpires have done an outstanding job this week. I've watched them all week since last Thursday on this field, over on field 2. This is the same officiating crew that's been here all week. 2 of these guys have been over on field 2, 2 of them on 3. But tonight, considering this is championship night, we have every base covered. So we've got an umpire on every single base, and they're doing an outstanding job here. Obviously, from time to time, there's a call the coach doesn't agree with, and I understand that. But I've not watched anything. I've not seen anything get out of hand where the coaches got too upset over a call. Seems like they've been able to work it out. 3-2-1 out here. Full count. And here's the pitch. And there you go, the shortstop. Pulls it up, makes the throw, and he is safe. So he will run it out, and that's what I like. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Dig it out. I want you down here at first, and that's exactly where he's at. And that'll bring up number 25, Cade McConnell, our pitcher.
Let's go, K-Man. Help yourself there, big boy.
And we've got the number 27, Yeomans, and he's checking his runner over there. Number 13 is on the hill for White County, and that is John Phillips still on the hill over there. It's a 3-0 game. We're in the bottom of the third inning, 1 out. Towns County up to bat. And there's a big swing, very big swing for a strike. Championship game here. You're watching FYNTV.com, Team FYN Sports. Find our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. And there's a balk, and that'll move him over. Will that move him over to third?
Nice play, Mason.
No, it will not. Okay, so runner advances to second. And that's a low pitch in the dirt. Folks, follow us on Team FYN Sports, Facebook, Team FYN Sports, FetcherNews.com, and FYNTV.com. We have 3 Facebook pages. Also, at FYNTV.com, at Fetcher News, at Team FYN Sports on Twitter. Same thing with Instagram. So there's a big strike for Phillips, and we have 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he's behind in the count. 1 out, runner on second. But find us on Instagram. You find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Big swing, and he gets him. And number 25 pulled himself out of the box there with that big swing. And Phillips gets his second out there. And a runner on second, number 22 coming into the box now, Connor Chastain. Sorry about that. Connor Chastain, number 22, stepping in there. And we have a 3-0 game in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 outs. Towns County up to bat. Phillips on the mound. White County playing some defense. White County is just now coming off a win against Gilmer to get into this game. So they're obviously have made it to the 2nd spot, and Towns wants to end it tonight. White County wants to come back and play again tomorrow. And that's inside. And I think what happened there is Phillips caught the runner out of the corner of his right eye take off. So Yeomans County makes the wheels go just in time for Phillips to catch him out of the right eye, and that might have pulled him off a little bit on that pitch. So 1 ball. Yeomans heads down to 3rd. 2 outs. And that's high and outside. In the box right now for Towns County, Connor Chastain. Folks, don't forget FYNTV.com, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. I do a morning show. Take a chance. Click on it. Anything goes with BKP. Don't know. And that'll send him down. What was the call there, Blue? There's a balk. Okay, the pitcher slipped on the rubber out there, and that constituted a balk is what I'm understanding, and that sent the runner in, so Towns is up 4. And I know sometimes, folks, you think, come on, a balk and give up a run? It goes with the territory of being 12 years old. Because I tell you what, there's a big strike, because in this 12-year-old league, they let the runner lead, which means the pitcher pitches from the stretch. They can steal, and if you're going to pitch from the stretch, that comes with learning what a balk is. So that has happened several times, but these guys do a great job, these pitchers, learning that early on. And here's the pitch. High and outside. And he is looking at 3-1, 2 outs. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And Towns County is leading White 4-1. And don't forget, now this is the 2nd game tonight for White. And Connor Chastain is going to head down to first base. Number 18 headed to the plate right now. That is Reagan Patterson. Towns has a runner on first, 2 outs. They're up 4-0 over White, bottom of the 3rd. And he checks him back over at first, and it gets away from him. But that ball hits off the fence there, the right field fence, and it'll throw it back out. That's a pitch back. So number 22, Connor does not get a chance to get down to second base. So and number 22 in with the slide there, and he makes it into second base. So we have a runner on second, 2 outs. Number 18 up to bat, Reagan Patterson, Towns County. And the right fielder comes, the left fielder, I'm sorry, the left fielder comes up big. The left fielder for White County, one stranded, he comes up big, makes the catch, but not before the end of 3. Towns County 4, White County 0, coming to bat when we return after the... Okay, we are back, and it's the top of the 4th inning, and Big Juicy here for White. Big number 5 Ellis will be stepping into the box leading off for White County. Top of the 4th inning, and White County wants something to happen right here. They just come off a really big win against Gilmer. They are in a doubleheader. They're playing their second one tonight, and there will be a foul, look like out the left side, but White County is down 4 to Towns at the top of the 4th inning, and they want to get something going here. Number 25 is on the hill for Towns County. Number 25 is on the hill there, and that is Cade McConnell throwing the ball. I am your host, BKP, and you're watching FYNTV.com. This is a Team FYN Sports production. Always promoting and highlighting young athletes in a positive way. And there's the pitch. It is outside, and Ellis lays off that. So he'll have a 1-1 count here. Also, FYNTV.com, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. I do a morning show, Good Morning from the Office with BKP. And there's a big swing, and it might drop. It's dangerous, and it is. It's right there in the danger zone. And Ellis gets it right over the third baseman's head. The left fielder can't get in, and he'll find himself with an opening single sitting there on first, and it'll bring up number 14, Parsons. So White County wanting to get something turning here. Good Morning from the Office, North Georgia's only live online morning show, 8 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, live on FYNTV.com. It's not a sports show, folks. It's anything goes. So when you click on there, be ready. Right up the middle, and there's a nice dive by the second baseman, but no, Ellis is in there. Number 5 Ellis is in there, and White County wants to get the wheels turning. Roach is coming up, the center fielder. We got a runner on first and second, no outs. And White County says this might be the inning. We got to get something on that scoreboard. They want Coach definitely over there, Fowler, wants to minimize the deficit here on that scoreboard right now, and he'll check him back. Okay. Pitcher will check the runner back at first. So there you go, immediately, just like that. What did I tell you last inning, folks? The scoreboard in these games, things can change just like this. Excitement in these 12-year-olds. Top of the 4th inning. Join the team, folks. Join the team. We have here at Team FYN Sports intern programs for high school students. Start your sports writing career, technical production career, audio career right here with Team FYN Sports, announcing, broadcasting. Do a sports show. Be a part of a sports show. You name it. This is the place to join the team with an internship today with Team FYN Sports. Also, if you're out there and you're a seasoned sports veteran, I don't know about the call in the game like BKP, but we'll give you a shot. Get in touch with us and join the team. There's a big strike. How do you do that? Find our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports, Team FYN Sports, or send me an email, info@fetchernews.com. And also, you can call me 706-889-9700. Big swing. I knew that from the bat. And he is down. And Ellis is on third. And we have 1, 2, 3. And I have to tell you, folks, if you're here at the ballpark and you have my position, you watched the pitch and you knew what was going to happen. Big hit. Loading the bases. And Wilson, is that number 16, Wilson? That would be him stepping into the box for White County. And bases are loaded, and the tying run is coming to the plate. No outs. So Towns County, number 25, still on the hill out there. Cade McConnell. Coach out to talk to him there. He has done an outstanding job, and I tell you what, this guy has pitched in several of these games getting to this championship game. This Towns County team is tight as a unit. They play well as a unit, and they are what you call a team. I like everything about watching these guys play. I really enjoyed it. White County, I like a team playing with the big Mo behind them. They lost to Towns County in the very first game of this 11-team double elimination on June 14th at 6 p.m. I keep reminding those White County fans where they were that night when they lost to Towns and dug their way back to a championship game where they're at right now with bases loaded in the top of the 4th inning, down by 4 to Towns County with the tying run to the plate. Now say that 3 times fast. Well, I ordered the Bobby Dale special an hour ago, and I don't know, I tell you what, he is the worst waitress I've ever run into. I'll tell you what, his tip is going to be bad. High and inside for Wilson. We got bases loaded here, folks. 1-1 on the count. And we still got number 25, Cade McConnell on the hill for Towns. Wilson takes a swing at that one. That was a little high, but he takes a swing at it. This could be the final night, or we could be looking for gas money to get back tomorrow night.
Here, I got you gas money.
There you go, baby. There you go.
Gas money in that burger right there.
All right. Well, I got the Bobby Dale special. We won't go home unhappy. I know I get on his nerves, folks. But I tell you what, Luther, nobody puts a burger together like Bobby Dale. I'm telling you. What are you up to, Bobby? I gotta be careful, folks.
Almost past supper time, so you better chomp it down.
There's no camera on me, and I'm getting too much loving over here, so I gotta be careful. Again, folks, we got bases loaded, 2 balls, 2 strikes. White County is down 4-0, and we are in the top of the 4th inning. And Coach Fowler over there for White County is wanting to see the deficit reduced there on the scoreboard. Now, folks, you've been wondering all week, what is the Bobby Dale Special Burger? I'll give it to you like this. It's got the mayo, the ketchup, the mayonnaise. It's a double burger. It's got cheese. It's got jalapenos. It's got pickles. It's got fries. And then he throws just a little hot sauce on there just to check and see if I'm still around. Bases loaded. And there's a swinger ripped down first, but it'll be foul. 2-2. I think considering this is a championship game, Bobby doubled the jalapenos on me. You didn't bring me a water? Oh my God. Whoa. Folks, I'm on fire. 2-2. Bases loaded. Big swing. Dead ball. Dead ball. So foul ball. Foul ball right there. Dead. Wilson still up. No outs. 2-2. Bases loaded for White County here. Fourth inning. Towns out there. Number 25 still on the hill. Cade McConnell. And here's a pitch. And that is low outside. And there's a big swing, and it'll foul away out the right side. So I tell you what, Wilson has been up to bat for quite some time. He is battling. We got a 3-2. 3-2, bases loaded, no outs. And that'll walk one in. That's what you call a good at-bat. Now, Wilson, that'll bring Ellis in. Ellis was our leadoff batter to start this inning. And Wilson worked the pitch count there, and that was a good at-bat. So we're looking at, should be on the scoreboard there, waiting for it to ring up on the register. So White County gets one in, no outs, still bases loaded. Towns County is out there. They're getting together and saying, come on now, guys. Come on now. Now here's number one. Number one coming to the bat. Looks like our scoreboard needs to go one, don't it? Well, one of the Reese girls is going to have to order some more jalapenos because Bobby Dale put them all on this sandwich. So I know they're out at the concession stand if you like some. So I'll just do it like that. We want to thank the Reese girls. That's why I said the other day, they said just say the Reese girls, one of us will answer. So I want to thank them and especially thank Tammy, all their hard work. Folks, if it's 100 degrees out here, it's 125 in that concession stand. They have worked so hard in there. There is a walk. Holbrook goes around. And one at a time, White County is changing the scoreboard, so Parsons will come in. Big number 10, Bruce, and that'll be it for number 25. Let's hear it for him. It's a championship game. Pressure's on. He's done an outstanding job. I mean, he's going to leave up 4-2. I know he got bases loaded, but he's done a great job. So let's hear it. Let's hear it for Cade McConnell. Good job, young man. Number 27, is coming to the hill right now. That is Mason Yeomans will be on the mound right now. Bases loaded. Bruce up the plate, the left-hander. No outs. White County down 2 runs, but they are closing that deficit up quick. Thank you to Bobby Dale, Kevin White, everybody at Gilmer Park and Rec for all their hard work. Jody, I appreciate Jody. Jody always comes down and gives me some official statements from the official scoreboard. Helps out with some technical questions, so on and so forth. But everybody that has worked so hard, Bobby Dale, the people that have lined the fields, dragged the fields this weather, keeping them up. Can't say enough. Don't want to leave anybody out. But again, great concession stand. And I tell you what, you don't go to many concession stands where the nightly meal is soup, beans, cornbread, and taters, and put some onion in there and get some hot sauce. So that's the way they do it here in Gilmer, at Gilmer Park and Rec at Clear Creek Ball Fields. 11 teams started this tournament, folks. We are down to 2. You are watching them. White County just beat Gilmer. They're playing their second game. They are battling in this one against Towns. Towns is up 4-2. Bruce is in the box. Bases are loaded. No outs. How can you get any better than that with championship baseball? And here's the pitch. And there you go. Ring the register, folks. Cha-ching. There's another one hit by a pitch. And that makes 3 runs walked in. Roach walks in. So I know that's one way you never want to give up a run. Now, Coach will take the scoreboard any way he can get it, but I know one thing right now. Towns County coach is not enjoying seeing 3 runs on the board and unearned. No earned runs on the board. Nix, because you got to remember, the leadoff batter, number 5, was a walk. Now here's number 22, Nix. And Nix takes a strike, still no outs, bases loaded, 4-3. And White County he's out. So Yeomans handcuffs Nix at the plate, and he hits it right off the hands there. And that'll be right back. So they'll get the lead. I like that they know. Towns County knew exactly where they were going with the ball. Went home, got the lead. Brown is up to bat. Bases loaded, 1 out. And that's a little outside there. So number 30, the catcher there for Towns, Walker Underwood behind the plate there did a great job boxing out and making sure they got that out at home plate. Two balls, and we got a 4-3 game here. We're at the top of the 4th inning. Towns County wants to finish this up tonight and go home and start working for the state tournament. And there you go. And Brown will walk, and that'll bring in Holbrook, number 1, with another run. All 4 runs on that scoreboard are unearned walked runs in. And I tell you what, if you're coaching over there and you're in Towns County's dugout, that one just is heartburn right there. So we got a 4-4 game here. And it's a big strike. But don't forget, our leadoff batter in this inning for White County was number 5, Ellis, and he drew a walk, and it hasn't stopped since. Number 17, Fowler steps in. We have 1 out. Bases loaded. 1-1. And it's in the dirt.
Come on, Mason, let's go, buddy.
Bruce will cross home plate. Ellis will come to the plate. The shortstop can't get the handle on it. It will go past him. We are looking at 5-4 White County, and I told you here, folks, how this could change just like that. Now, Ellis led the inning off. He is the first guy. Why, I think that's Big Juicy up there at the plate for the second time in this inning. And that is a strike inside, so he's 1-1. Scoreboard, please. Please keep up with the scoreboard. And he is out. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get with Luther. Might be got a lot going on here. I know fans are saying keep the scoreboard up at home. So he says he's got it up there. So 5-4, 2 outs. Towns County gets the runner at the plate again. So we got 5-4. And there's a strike on Parsons. And I know Towns County's coach wants these guys in the dugout and get them off this field right now. Try to regroup here. Coach Fowler wants to talk to Parsons a minute. He's got bases loaded, 2 outs, and he's up 5-4. And folks, I told you, we've talked about it. Watch the scoreboard, right, Luther? You just, if you turn, go back that way, you come back this way and say, wait a minute, scoreboard changed, right? Now, White County, I'm telling you what, they've got the Big Mo running in this one right here because they just come off a big win against Gilmer. There's strike 2. And let us remind you, if you ask White County where they were June 14th at 6 p.m., they were playing Towns County in the opening game. Oh, and he gets him! And White County, Parsons is down. White County will leave 3 stranded, but not before they change the balance of the seesaw on the scoreboard, and they're up 5-4. And Towns will be back right after this. Coach over here at Towns, he's talking to the guys. You know what? You're a championship team. You're a good team. Relax. You're in this. So they're having a deep breath over there, Towns is, and they'll regroup. They're a good ball team. White's got some momentum. We're going to come back after this break. get back in this thing, get something going after White County put 5 on the board there. Championship game.
Big hard hit.
.com, FYNTV.com. This is a Team FYN Sports production. Team FYN Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Now, number 30 for Towns County is coming to the plate, and that's Walker Underwood. And he wants to get something going, while number 5, Ellis, wants to slow him down. There's a pop-up, and the umpire, oh! And the catcher's looking for it, and he lost it up there in the light, so strike 1. FYNTV.com. I do a morning show 8 to 10 Monday through Friday. Click on FYNTV.com. Now, that's a chance you have to be willing to take. You don't know what will be happening, because anything goes when I'm on the mic in the morning, and it's not a sports show, fans. Woo! Woo! I had to do it. Sorry, folks. I know. There only needs to be one umpire out there, but I couldn't help. That was a big strike there, and he's got 2 on him, and he's behind in the count already. Hey, come on. You got to pay attention, man. Well, the sound. Okay. He is all over me. Center field, and he is under it. White County is under it.
Let's go, Kale. We need a 2-out rally here.
And number 10, stepping into the box, Cale Kirby for Towns County. 2 outs. One, 2, there's the wickets. And yes, sir, a little croquet there right through the wickets, and that'll be out there in left field. So, got a runner on first, number 7. What's his name? Owen.
Let's go, Owen.
Last name. Yeah. Nolan. Owen Nolan. Owen Nolan. Want to get it right. Owen Nolan in the box. And he is right back up the middle. And I tell you what, Owen Nolan is on first. He drives his runner to second. And we've got a 5-4, 2 outs. Towns County is threatening now. Number 32 coming to the box. Championship baseball. Dawson Smith.
What's your time? What's wrong?
I'm trying to give him a hard time. I just want to know.
Our scoreboard is fine.
No, the last one.
Okay.
I'm not.
Our sound.
I believe it. All right, number 32. Huh? Dawson Smith up to bat. Checking some things over here with my production crew. They have done an outstanding job. They're hot, they're tired. I want to give a big shout out to the entire crew, the crew here tonight. Luther has been here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think he has. Luther has held down the tent in the monsoon, saved the camera from the weather. You name it, he's done it. So I appreciate. Electrocuted, yes he did. He had one foot in the water, the other in the grave. That was on Sunday. But here we are, championship baseball. Towns is threatening, runners on first and second. We have 2 strikes. He's behind in the count. Big swing, and the second baseman can't keep the handle on it. And everybody's going to be safe. Everybody is going to be safe. The second baseman cannot keep the handle on that one. He wanted to go. He wanted to get the ball and go to second before he had it. That happens all too often with this age group. Great guys, but sometimes they rush it, especially in a big game like this. So no scoreboard change, but bases loaded. And number 6, that's a big strike. Lane Rouse, and I'm going to tell you, that outside corner's been a strike all week long. And batters have to know that that corner is in it. Okay, 5 and okay. Ellis is in. So Lane Rouse, number 6 there, stepping into the box. 2 outs, 1-1 on the batter. Bases loaded for Towns. 5-4. White County is up. And I'm telling you, you gotta swing the bat, baby. You gotta swing the bat. I'm sitting right here. Oh, wow. Boy, I tell you what, now that was a big strike right now because he's behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5-4. White County is up, bases loaded. Ducks on the pond. Big pitch, big swing, and it's in the gap. And number 6 rings up the register, and they're chasing it down. And that'll bring in 2. And number 6, Lane Rouse, takes that all the way to the wall in right field there. And he is standing on second if you're trying to find him. And 2 runs come across. And we now have a 6-5 game. That's how fast it switches over. So now we have Mason Yeoman step into the box. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Towns County is back up 6-5. We're in the 4th inning. Championship baseball. And that's a big strike on Yeoman there from Ellis. Towns County would like to win this one and go on home and be finished, because if they win, they'll be the champions. But White wants to say no to that. Big, absolutely a big pitch right there on Yeomans for 2 strikes. Now Yeomans is down in the count. There's 2 strikes on him, 2 outs. Towns is up 6-5. They have runners on second and third, so I know Coach of Towns County there, Coach Brian Yeomans, would like to have a couple more up the middle, and that is going to be trouble, and they're going to wheel them right in, and there you go, number 6. Number 6 for Towns County. Lane Rouse is in the dugout. They are ringing up the register. It is now 8-5 Towns County, and Yeomans is on second base. So I'll tell you what, Towns County is hitting the baseball, and that's how they're bringing them across home plate. So we got 2 outs. It's 8-5. Towns County is up. Who's the number just came up? 15? Number 25 for Towns County just walked up to the plate, and that'd be Cade McConnell. So Cade McConnell walks up to the plate. Yeoman's on second, 2 outs. Towns up 8-5 here in the 4th inning. 1 strike. And that's a ball right there. A little high. And that's going to be trouble. And that'll drop. No, it won't. The right fielder makes the catch. Something was blocking my view. So he makes an outstanding catch there in right field. And Yeoman will be stranded out there, but not before Towns County changes the scoreboard, takes the lead 8-5, and we'll be back right after these messages. Box. We're going to get a ruling here in a minute, but I don't know if there's a time limit for the championship game. That's what I'm hearing upstairs. Not for sure there's a time limit. I do think we may be playing a full 6, so they're checking up there. And that should change to the 5th inning here in a minute. And number 22 is on the hill for Towns County, Connor Chastain. He's on the hill. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Towns County is up 8-5. I'm your host, BKP. You're watching FYNTV.com. That was high. And Roush got a high one there, and he's got 2 balls and 1 strike. This is a Team FYN Sports production. Team FYN Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. How many times have I told you that, folks? That outside corner's a strike. It's been a strike all week long. And it's not changing tonight with this umpire. Very consistent. These batters know when they go to the box what they're looking for. And that would be it, because that is a good one right there. And the second baseman can't come up with it. And Roush will find himself on first. So White County with a leadoff single will bring Wilson up, or a leadoff hit will bring Wilson up, number 16. And this is the inning. Coach wants to change that scoreboard. Doesn't like the looks of it right there now. No outs. Top of the 5th. And there's fouled away, fouled back. Out of play. Follow us, folks. We have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. Our Facebook pages, Fetch Your News, Team FYN Sports, and FYNTV.com. You can find us on Facebook. Like all of our pages, please. Tell all your friends. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with all your friends. And then also go to Instagram. We're on there at Team FYN Sports, at Fetch Your News, at FYNTV.com. That is our That is our symbol for Instagram and Twitter. So keep up with us. Now, Team FYN Sports is planning the most extensive coverage of high school football in North Georgia this year. We've been covering high school football for several years. If you would like to be a part of the team and cover your team or a team within a local area that we cover, you're close by. There you go, and that's going to be the second baseman, and it will not get there in time. And White County is sending it home, and he is down, and Roach is in for the run. The scoreboard changes 8-6. So just like that, White County has a runner on first, no outs. Holbrook coming to the plate, and Roach is in. So it's an 8-6 game here in the top of the 5th inning. Team FYN Sports covers 9 counties in North Georgia and 1 in western North Carolina, Cherokee County, North Carolina. And 16 will be down there on second base. So we cover Cherokee County, North Carolina, then we start Towns, and we go downhill there. Towns, Union, Fannin, Gilmer, Pickens, over to Murray County, and then over to Dawson, Lumpkin, and White. Join the team today, Team FYN Sports. Send us an email at info@fetchernews.com. Call us 706-889-9700, or just find our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports, and say hello. All right, he took a strike there. We got 1-1, no outs. 8-6 runner on there, and Holbrook will foul that off down the first base line. So, folks, there were 11 teams started here last Thursday. Double elimination. You're watching Region 6 Dizzy Dean Georgia All-Star Tournament here at Clear Creek Ball Fields in Gilmer County, hosted by the Gilmer County Park and Rec. So on last Thursday, we showed up here with White, Towns, Dawson, Union, Hall, Fannin, Jefferson, Gilmer, Lumpkin, Jackson, and Clay County, North Carolina. And there he goes. He pulls the lawnmower. That's strike 3. 1 out. Holbrook will ride the pine. Bruce will come to the plate here. And we have a runner on second. 1 out. Score is 8-6. Towns County is up. Bruce is at the plate with the bat there, left-hander. And he takes a high and outside. You all right? You sure?
I'm enjoying it. I'm wore out, but I'm enjoying it.
Let's go, Connor.
Folks, Towns County wants to go home and end this thing tonight, and White County wants to get together some gas money to come back. So that's where we're at. 8-6 game. Umpires are talking something over down there, top of the 5th. I keep saying it over and over because I can't say it enough. I want to thank our entire production crew, the staff out here. First of all, I want to thank Michael Malden that came up here. He is our FYNTV.com technical lead producer. He just knows what's going on. That's the only way I can describe the guy. We have not. This is the first Team FYN Sports baseball triple camera production. And Michael came up here and laid everything out for us. We appreciate him to get this started. And here's the pitch. Big swing, popped up. And number 22, the pitcher, will glide under there. And he will get that for the second out. That's Connor Chastain. But Michael came up Thursday, put everything together for us, and set it all up. He went home and he took notes Thursday. We told you Thursday night we had some production difficulties that we were working through on the first time. Michael went home, took notes all evening on that production, came up here Friday with our team, Luther, Samantha, and he came up here Friday with the team, worked out some of the kinks, did some more training with our team, and it has just gotten better every game. So I want to thank him for all of his hard work in helping us produce our first Team FYN Sports triple camera. We've done a lot of single camera basketball, but this is our first move here, and that's high. So thank you to Michael there. Team FYN Sports, you're watching FYNTV.com. (9:55 p.m. here on the East Coast. We say that because the other night we had 10 states tuned in at one time, so we're going to give you our East Coast time here. I've always wanted to say that, 9:55 p.m. Or should I say, I tell you what I'm going to say at 10 o'clock and see if you can remember it. And that's high, that pitch, and the runner will move over to third. So White County has a runner on third and has the tying run next. Number 22 is at the plate. Number 22 on the mound, Chastain. Towns County up 8-6. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ooh, I got to call that one also. So it's 2-2. 2 outs. 2-2-2, 8-6, top of the 5th. And 1 on base and the tying run at the plate. And he gets him swinging. So Nix goes down low outside looking for that pitch. They will leave one stranded. At the end of 4.5, we played 4.5, and it's 8-6. We're going to be right back for the bottom of the 5th inning. And we're back live. Number 22 coming to the plate, Connor Chastain. Now I have it on a good source that we have somebody tuned in. Walker Underwood has somebody tuned in Boston, Mass. So considering you're 1,000 miles away, I am a Yankee fan, and we'll talk later. Red Sox, really. But thank you for tuning in Boston, Mass. We even let Red Sox fans tune in up there, okay? So anyhow, so we're glad to have you tuned in. Also, here we go, number 22. And there's a big pitch, and there's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and we got 8-6. Towns County is up here. Bottom of the 5th inning, and also Walker Underwood has a cousin, Mooresville, North Carolina, at the NASCAR school. I don't know if it, there it is, pop up, and he drifts over number 17, Fowler, to make that. So we appreciate all of the viewers nationwide from North Carolina to Boston, Mass. Iowa, we had someone tell us they were in Iowa last night. We've had Kentucky. I mean, the names go on, and we appreciate it. And that's a great thing about FYNTV.com. That's all you got to do is click on it. Now, folks, FYNTV.com, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10, I do a morning show, and it's not a sports show, so you might want to proceed with caution. You might want to just click on it if you just think about it there. Click on it, see what's up, because that is the name of the show. Good Morning from the Office with BKP. Anything goes. Here we go. Ellis is on the hill for White. And 1 out, and we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's the pitch, and big cut by number 18. So number 18 with a big cut there, Reagan Patterson. And it's back to the pitcher, and he pulls it up, and he throws it over to first. You know, it is 10:10, and I didn't get to say this at 10 o'clock because we're on commercial, but I've been wanting to say this for years. I've never been live at 10 o'clock. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? You remember that? Does anybody remember that, or is it just me? Well, I know where we are. We're here at the ball field watching 12-year-olds play baseball. No better place to be. And there's a big swing by number 30, and that center fielder, what did I tell you? Roach is under it. And I'm telling you right now, that center fielder covers the ground. Roach makes the play. That is about as solid center fielder playing ball out there that I've watched all week. So that's it right there. We're done. I'm going to 6. When we come back, it's 8-6. We've played 5. Towns County's up 8-6. It's the 6th inning. All that goes together. Luther, take a break. Yankees fan all the way. Reggie Jackson, Thurman Munson, all of them. I'm going to give my age away. I got to be careful. We ready? We are live. We're talking about, let's add Spartansburg, South Carolina onto the list. While we were on break, we got another city and state that is tuned in. We had Iowa last night. We've had Kentucky. What number do we have here? Top of the 6th. Number 2. And folks, Brown is up. It is 8-6, top of the 6th. And I think this is it, Luther. We only play 6. I think this is ball game right here. So White County has to get the wheels rolling now. Towns County, I'm telling you, that is a strike all week, even at 10:05 Tuesday night. That's a strike. Umpire's been consistent, huh? What? Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, but he fouls it away, so Brown is battling here. 2 balls, 1 strike. White County. Let me remind you something here at the bottom of the 6th inning as we're looking at what's going to happen, the outcome. Towns County actually pushed White County into the losers bracket on June 14th at 6 p.m. So White County wants this one. And that's a little outside. White County wants this one, and Towns County wants to go home and have it over with so they can get ready for the Georgia State Dizzy Dean Tournament. You're watching Region 6 Dizzy Dean 12 and under championship. And there's a pop-up. And the second baseman is under it, and that'll be 1 out. So Towns is getting 1 out closer. But with this 11-team double elimination when we started last Thursday here at Gilmer Park and Rec, Clear Creek Ball Fields, 4 of the top teams go on to play states. So you're looking at 2 of them here. Towns and White, regardless of the results tonight, they go on to play states. So does Gilmer and Fannin. And that's outside. 1 out. 2 balls is on the scoreboard. Is that 2? It says 2 on there. 8-6. Top of the 6th inning. So White County has to get something going here. Number 17, Fowler. And he does. And they know it's for real because Fowler hits it and turns. So Fowler with a single, hits and turns. Big Juicy. Up to the plate, number 5, Ellis. So Ellis is coming to the plate here. Fowler's on first. Ellis represents the tying run at the plate. And here's the pitch. And Ellis with a shot. Left center. And all of a sudden, Ellis is on first, Fowler's on second, and the go-ahead run, Parsons, number 14, is headed into the box. So we got 8-6, 1 out, and White County will not be rejected. They say, we're not going home. We're going to the gas station. We want to come back tomorrow, and that'll bring Coach out for Towns County. And that might be all for this young man. Maybe, maybe not. I don't see him giving him the ball, so maybe he's just saying, all right, guys, Dairy Queen has a new Blizzard flavor over there, and we might check it out, so let's get this thing over with. That might be what he's saying, Luther. Might be just it.
I'll take an Oreo.
Right? That's it. I don't know who gave me a mic and who let me out after 10, but I hope the authorities don't find out. That's exactly right. Number 22 is still on the hill. Connor Chastain. Connor Chastain, number 22, is still on the hill. And Parsons out to bat. Runners on first and second. We've got Ellis on first. Fowler on second. And 8-6, Luther. Top of the 6th. 1 out. Like I said, White County does not want this thing to end tonight. They're aggressive, and it's down to third, and Fowler finds himself in there for the steal. So it looks like now the corners are occupied, and White County's coach is getting a little aggressive out there. Corners are, we have 2 on the corners. First and third, 8-6, 1 out, 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. And that's a big strike right there. He wanted that. That'll move Ellis over to second. So we got 1 out. The tying run in this game is now in scoring position. So Ellis has moved to second, Fowler at third, and Parsons up there represents the go-ahead run. Big swing, and it'll find the gap. And Parsons will bring in 1, and Coach knows he plays it safe. Coach Fowler down there for White County plays it safe. Parsons sends it to right center. White County is looking at runners on the corner. Who came up to bat? Number 24 up to bat. That's Roach. So Roach is up to bat. The tying run now is represented at third. The go-ahead run is at second. Roach at the bat, 1 out. Outside. And there's the swing, and he's going to stay with it, and that'll bring Smith in, number 15. It is tied, and the first baseman may have gotten a little confused over there at first where he needed to go. So instead of getting that easy out and getting that 1 on first, he thinks he may need to go home. Too late. 8-8, 6, top of the 6th inning, 2 outs. And that'll move Roach over there. So a little dribbler down to first should be looking at the 3rd out. Turns into an 8-8 tie. So that happens. These guys are tired. It's after 10 o'clock. They're playing their hearts out, folks. Let's hear it for them. These kids are giving 100%. Wilson up to bat, number 16. Fowler wants to ask the umpire a question. Coach Fowler over there. Number 16 up to bat. Runners on second and third. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. We're going to the mound there. He's going to have a talk with, no, he's going out there to have a talk with the second baseman. What are they talking about, Luther? Did you pick anything up? So the 4 of them are having a little bit of talk and have a conversation about what's going on. We have an 8-8 tie. Okay, all right, folks. We're following the bright lights out there in left field, and it says 2 out there, and there's only 1 out on the 1 out. So we've been saying 2 outs. So White County finds itself in a little better position. There's only 1 out. We got a clarification from the umpire, and we've got runners on second and third. We got a tie game. We have the go-ahead run on third. We have the insurance run on second, and we got double insurance at the plate for White County. So that's what they're hoping. Towns County wants out of this thing to go to the bottom of the 6th. So earlier, that's a walk, and that walk will send him down to first. So I want to extend an apology to the first baseman. Maybe it said 2 outs there, and I said earlier on the broadcast he could have stepped on first and got the easy out. So I apologize to the young man over there at first base playing there. So it's getting loud here. Holbrook steps in, bases loaded, 1 out, 8-8, top of the 6th, and Holbrook pops it back out of play. Yes, we had a... So Towns County right now trying to get out of this one. Connor Chastain, number 22, trying to get out of this without any more damage. And that's a ball outside, bases loaded. I am your host, BKP. You're watching FYNTV.com. FYNTV.com, a Team FYN Sports production. There's the pitch, and it is popped up out of play again. So Holbrook is battling. He'll have 2 strikes. He'll be behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 8-8. Don't forget also FetchYourNews.com, FetchYourNews.com, a Now News network. If it's happening now, we are all over it. And that is a big pull the ripcord. He is, everything's occupied. He's out. Pull the ripcord. That is strike 3 on Holbrook. So that was a big out for Towns. Now they can say, just get me 1. Any base, guys. Touch the base, bring it in. Number 10, Bruce, coming to the plate. Runners on first, second, and third. Ducks everywhere, and it's up to Bruce to clear this pond. And he may, but back to the pitcher, and that's it. Just get me the out. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 8-8. Towns County, White County, and Towns needs 1 to go home the winner, and White needs to hold them. So, folks, championship baseball is just exactly what we promised here at Region 6, 12 and under, Georgia All-Star Tournament. Take us to break. Live. And we're up. All right, bottom of the 6th inning, 8-8. Ellis is on the mound for White County. Just like we promised, championship baseball here in Gilmer County. And the leadoff batter, number 24 there. That's number 24. The leadoff batter is, wrong one there. It must be after 10. Number 24, Colton Garrett. And he sends it to the shortstop. Shortstop over to first. 1 away. So number 24 is out just like that. Colton Garrett for Towns County. And this is going to bring up Kirby. Cale Kirby, number 10 there. Cale Kirby, number 10 for Towns. Second batter up. 1 out, 8-8. Bottom of the 6th inning. 1 ball. Folks, this is a championship game. Towns County could win here in the bottom of this inning. And